I think it worked. I think it worked. Let me fix the lighting and then wait for some people to show up. I'm excited. I've got a lot of fun things to talk about today. So while I fix my light and wait for a couple people, let me know when you show up, and it's going to be fun. Okay, it's still super bright here, but you know what? That's okay. You can see me. All right. Anybody else here? Can everybody hear me? I think that is the more important thing. See, I have people. I had one. I have one. All right. I see people, but I don't know if you can hear me. And that, I think, is the more important thing. Hi, Alexis. Hi. I'm really excited. I have been wanting to do this for a long time, and I'm finally pushing myself and doing something that I absolutely love and feel very strongly about, and that's travel. Travel is one of the most important things I think you can do for yourself and for your family. Okay, good. Good. Okay. Am I loud enough? Am I too loud? Because I've got my fancy schmancy microphone, which is actually Shane's, and I'm borrowing because I'm the only one using it. Isn't it fancy? I'm so fancy. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I just wanted to talk a little bit about what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and then give a little bit of Disney updates. So, since there's been a lot of news over the last couple of days. So, I've decided to attempt for my second time, because I was not as dedicated as I should have the first time, being a independent travel agent. So what that means is I work with another company and I do all my bookings and hope to help other people be able to achieve those trips that they want and find ways to make the trips that they want to do happen. Specifically, I'm aiming towards doing Disney travel. It is what I love, and that's where I'm going to start, is doing just the Disney stuff. And I really think family travel especially is so important. To be able to be with your family and experience things together, it's something that you can't replicate family time. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to help people achieve that family travel. And Disney is such an amazing place to be able to spend that time because it has just such a fantastic environment. So, as a travel agent, one of those things is I go through and I do all the booking process. I make reservations. I help you with any park reservations or flights, transfers, any kind of additional things, dining reservations. Make sure you know how to get those things that you want, because there are some things, especially like at Disney World, if you want to get on Rise of the Resistance, you need to know what that process is ahead of time so you don't miss out on that ride just because you didn't know you needed to get up at 7 a.m. in order to hit the little button to try to get on. So that's what I want to do. I want to help other people not have to stress over the details. And that's what I am doing now. So, Disney news, just for the fun of it. Disneyland and Disney in general had their stockholders meeting just this last, I think this morning or yesterday. I think it was this morning. And they announced that Disneyland, while they could open April 1st, will not be opening until late April. And Avengers Campus will not be one of those things opening in late April. It will be opening later, I believe in the fall. Walt Disney World, day before, so yesterday, announced that Ratatouille, the Ratatouille Ride in the France Pavilion of Epcot, will be opening October 1st, which is also their kickoff day of their 50th anniversary. The sad news for me is the Disney Cruise Line was announced that they likely would not be starting cruises again until the late fall. And I have a cruise currently booked for July. And so it's probably going to be rescheduled yet again. This would be, I'm currently on my second reschedule, so the third cruise that I have attempted. And so we're going to go for number 4. I'm excited for it. It's a process and I'm learning every time. And you know what? It's worth it in the end if maybe we have more options open to us later, because right now it's going to be very limited on what options are available on the cruise line. So that brings us to Alani. They actually, Erin, they have not set a date yet. They said late April. And so they don't have a confirmed date, but it will not be April 1st. So Alani in Hawaii, which is their Disney resort, I actually have plans to go in June. So I'm going to go and see firsthand all of the changes that are being made in Hawaii to accommodate COVID and the character experience. And it will be my first time traveling to Hawaii and on such a long plane ride with a toddler. So I'm excited. And she'll be 2 at that point. So she will experience the mask wearing on a plane for the whole time. So it's going to be a very fun trip. And she loves water. So I can't wait to see her in all the splash zones and just get to experience more with her, since we took her to Disney World when she was 6 months and we did not get a chance to take her to Disneyland this last year as we had hoped. And now we get to take her to Alani and hopefully in the next year, once the cruise line opens, on her first cruise. So I'm going to open it up in case you have questions about what it means for me to be a travel agent, or you know what? I'm going to ask you guys something because I completely forgot. I got so in my head because this is my first live and I'm just staring at myself talking. I have my ears that I didn't put on. So I couldn't decide which one I wanted to wear. So I have options. I brought all my options in here. I'm so my rose gold ones, which I really love. And they actually kind of go with my little pink top, which is actually a Disney top. It's the cactus one. But the one pair, I had to take the tags off of them because they're still so new because I haven't had a chance. There's my Big Thunder Mountain ones. And I love them because Big Thunder Mountain is probably my favorite ride. But yeah, this is I'm going to leave these on. They make me happy. And you know what? That's what it's all about, right? Is doing what makes you happy. To me, that's what being able to go to Disney is about. Is I go there and I can be myself. Yeah, they do. They make me so happy. I'm just but does anyone have any questions for me about me? I don't know about the random stuff. Yeah. The one at Disney World is because I'm so used to Disneyland's that Disney World throws me off. Thunder Mountain, it's just because it's opposite. It's the complete opposite. And so Disneyland all the way for Thunder Mountain for me. Most things for me because Disneyland is where I grew up. Disneyland is going to Yes, Aaron, I will be able to book Run Disney races and the dates and the hotels and help you with all of your Run Disney stuff. And I really want to go and do a 5K when you go. So I'll probably be going with you. I've always wanted to experience Run Disney, and I think a 5K is about all I can do. Oh, no. Actually, I just got the question, aren't travel agent services expensive? They're not. Actually, there is absolutely no cost to you whatsoever to use a travel agent services. You don't pay for anything other than your trip itself. You don't pay for my services if you book through me, which is I think the best part. You get this amazing service which is the exact same cost if you called Disney and booked it yourself. But what you get by booking through me is me helping you and holding your hand along the way saying, "Hey, don't forget to book your park reservations. Do you need help with that?" Oh my goodness. I'm going to finish what I was saying, then I will get to that. So I I walk you through all the steps and make sure that everything is covered. And whether you want to book for yourself as far as reservations or things like that, or I can do them for you, which will just make it even more of a vacation. You basically say, "Hey, this is what I want to do and where I want to go. Make it happen. Here's my credit card." I mean, obviously, I check with you first before I charge anything, but everything is completely through Disney, so it's not through a second-hand thing, and it's an authorized Disney travel agent is what I am. And yes, if for some reason I book the travel and I find then like 2 months later, I look in and go, "Oh, there's a new special that they're running." And it's gonna save them like $300, $400 if I change them to this special that they qualify for. I can actually go through and automatically change that, and it is applied, so you actually will save money because I'll be watching specials to see if you qualify for anything, and that's another thing that travel agents do is just try to make it super easy for you. So the question, do you anticipate it being hard to book at Disneyland? Yes. And I don't know how they're going to run it, but I can guess that they are going to try to run it similar to how they ran the Disney World opening, which they have the park reservation system, and you had to at that one, you had to have tickets already purchased. So with Disneyland, they are for the first opening while it's in red tier, limiting it to 15% capacity and California residents only, with limited dining outdoors and possibly limited rides due to indoors or capacity limits. So I'm going to say it's probably going to be difficult the first month or two, and then I think it'll even out. But yeah, it's who knows yet. I'm really looking forward to them actually announcing how they're going to do that. If you're going to have your ticket ahead of time, since they canceled the annual pass holders, they no longer do that. They just have what they are calling the legacy pass holders. So they get a discount, but they don't actually get into the parks. So that'll be interesting, and I will be updating on that in the future as information comes out. Aaron, do you do the math for us to help us decide on dining plans? Currently, the dining plan is not happening. However, I have done the math for myself as far as dining plans, And I would be happy to go through and estimate based and help you figure out based on your dining style and the people in your group whether the dining plan is worth it to you based on various factors. I'd be happy to do that because I've had to make that decision several times myself. And I personally love the dining plan because I don't have to think about where I'm going to eat or how much it's going to cost. And I've eaten at much more expensive restaurants than I probably would have typically. And I've ordered the food that I wanted to eat, not based on cost, but simply that's what I wanted to eat that day. How far out can you plan a trip? I I actually don't know what it is. I think it's a year or a year. I would have to look that up, but I think it's like a year in advance. Probably a little bit more. Yes. I agree with you, Christina. It's the dining plan is nice because you tried restaurants you wouldn't try. Nikki, I will look up how far in advance you can plan a trip. I don't actually know how far out you can plan. I'm gonna write that down because I don't know why I don't know that. I think because I always only book like 8 months or less in advance. Yes, actually, I can book if they ever offer special events again. I would be able to make those kinds of reservations. I know. I was sad for you, Christina, that they didn't have the dining plan last week when you were there. And I'm also sad I wasn't there with you because I missed it. And I'm still needing all those pictures that you took because I sent you a lot of prompts and I didn't get very many pictures back. Just saying. Um I can actually hear my daughter in the other room. I think she's talking to the TV because she can hear. I think they're watching me in the other room. Hi, Kaylin. Um, but yeah, is there any other questions? Yeah, I do think it's 1 year in advance because I know with Disney Vacation Club, it's 11 months, and there are people who are booking regular bookings before them. So I do yeah, mama, yep. Um, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Nikki, you do have quite a few people to organize in your little household, and I look forward to being able to go with all of them now that they're older because I haven't been to Disney with the boys in forever. So that needs to happen. I actually haven't it feels weird to say this. I haven't booked a traditional Disney trip in a couple of years because Shane and I bought into the Disney Vacation Club, which I mean has been fantastic for us and it works for us. But I'm like, how does the normal stuff work anymore? Um my understanding is right now they're not going to be doing the same Halloween things that they had been doing. I I don't know for sure. I know that they did not in Disney World this last year. They had the theming and they did the fireworks during normal days because they didn't have parties. So that's going to be actually interesting and who knows how the world's going to be once we get closer to Halloween and everything may have lightened up. We might be in a completely different tier. Everything is so unknown right now. It's so weird looking into the future and trying to figure out and guess how things are going to be. I hope so. I love the holidays and the Disney parks. And I know that they'll do the decorations like they did in Disney World this last year, and they'll do, but I don't know about the trails or the candy. But they'll probably do the fireworks during the day if they're back to doing fireworks, because I think that's one of the things is they haven't really been doing fireworks because of crowd control. Do you know, Travis, how long the Taste of Disney extends, since the resort isn't opening until till late April? Is Taste of Disney only running through March, or is it running through mid-April and that's why they won't open? Could be an interesting thought. That's true, because I mean, the candy situation, because you're not going to want to be handling it. They're doing the character cavalcades. Yes, they are doing parades. They're doing the cavalcades. They were spontaneous, but now people know when they are. First week of April. Yeah. So, first week of April was supposed to extend week to week. So that'll be interesting to see if they extend the Taste of Disney in California Adventure until they decide to open the parks up again. I mean, it would be good for them to do something like that. Anything else before I... Yes, California Adventure is part of the Disneyland Resort. So yes, I can do California Adventure, all of that stuff. So California Adventure, Disneyland, Disney World, Disney Cruise Line, when and if they ever open. Capacity at Disneyland, the only thing that has been announced is that it's dependent on the tier that I believe that Orange County, which is where Disneyland is in. So if they are in red tier, it will be 15% of their typical capacity. Oh my gosh, Grand Californian, so good. I want to go again. Okay, so Nikki, the cruises, it really depends on where and how long the cruise is. And for you, and especially you and the boys, I would suggest waiting until everything opens on the cruises. Just because the boys would love like the kids clubs and all of that, and they're not doing that right now. And until they do, you may want to just hold off. But I can look into it depending on where you're wanting to go. They have not announced what will replace the annual pass system yet. No, Nikki, you and me are going on a cruise. You and me and my mom, I guess, can go too, because, she would really needs a vacation. But then, they haven't announced the annual passes yet and what's going to replace it. I know that questionnaires have been sent out to previous annual pass holder members on things that would be interesting and that they would be things that they would be willing to do. So it's going to be interesting. Oh, my ears. You missed when I was going through all of my ears a few minutes ago. I have 3 different pairs with me right now because I couldn't decide what I wanted to wear. So I've got my white iridescent ones, and I've got my rose gold. And then these are my Big Thunder Mountain ears, which I only got because somebody else was able to get the Disney merch, which is actually Janice's mom was able to get them for me. So that was excited. So yeah, it's my Big Thunder Mountain years in the mountains. Big Thunder Mountain logo. Yeah. And so that's what I've got. I mean, this has actually been way more fun than me staring at my screen and trying to talk to myself and record videos myself. I mean, is this fun for you guys? Is this boring just watching me with my really like awesome office space? With my Disney cup. I don't know if you can actually see it. It's my Disney Starbucks cup even. So yeah. I'm so excited and I just want to share with everybody because it's something that I love and I want everyone else to enjoy. So I have a lot more ears. I only brought 3 of them in here. And yesterday when I was test driving recording, I was like, "Okay." And then my daughter took the ears and was running around the house with them and did not want to give them back. So, with that, I discovered she can actually wear my ears. So, she's going to have to start getting some or taking mine for all my trips. So, well, this has been fun. If there are no more questions, I mean, if you have questions, please, I'm happy to either answer them or tell you I have no idea, but I'll get back to you. And then I also need to, before the next video, figure out my light because this is not the most flattering one-sided light ever. And this is better. And you would think, because that's kind of what I do for a living, but that's okay. We have not watched that yet. I want to, I think. Has anyone else watched the new movie? I haven't watched it yet because you have to pay extra for it, and until I heard other people tell me if the movie was any good, I wasn't going to watch it, but it looks beautiful. How do you start planning? So, in the next couple of days, I will actually have my website up and running. I actually have a meeting with my mentor tomorrow, and I'm going to get everything going, and I will be able to start booking. Probably, hopefully tomorrow. I'll be able to start booking for people tomorrow as soon as I finish my College of Disney Knowledge, which I'm actually having a lot of fun doing the classes on. I'm still going through the Disney Cruise Line classes right now. But if you are interested in booking, you can contact me through my Travel Lark Facebook, and we can go through what you're interested in, time frames, and I can get you breakdowns of costs so that you can make decisions. Or once my webpage is up, my webpage will have links to inquiries so that you can just send me all the information of dates and who and where and when, and I can do it. I can send over proposals at that point. And yes, it is absolutely free for me to book for you. Book a Disney cruise for June. June of 2022? Once they actually announce those dates, because they're not past, they're in spring still. They haven't gone past spring of 2022 yet for the cruises. Book it now and it'll get canceled, so then you get the credit. That's just true. It's true. There's no way around that. That's true. My links. Well, once I have my webpage going, I will be posting it on my Facebook, and that will be up. You know, Shane, you know that if I put Kaylin in front of the camera, she's not going to want to leave. I mean, as I'm signing off, you can bring her in here. We'll put her ears on her, and we can do that if everyone wants to see Kaylin in some ears. I mean, she's adorable, so why not? But yes, I will be posting links to my face. Well, I can't post links to my Facebook on my Facebook, but I will be posting links to my webpage probably tomorrow once that goes live. I can hear Kaylin screaming in the other room, so I'm not sure everyone wants to see her right now. All right, Shane, go ahead and bring her in. Bring her in. And what do you think? Which set of ears should Kaylin get to wear? Go ahead and vote. Rose gold or pearlescent? I actually don't know if I can. I would think I would be able to do videos. You think the pearl? Those are the ones she was wearing yesterday, which I think I actually sent you a picture of. Oh, I think I hear the door. Maybe. Oh, here she comes. Here she comes. Come here, Bubba. Did you got your ears? Oh, 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 oh. Yeah. Yeah. And she's even got her I only eat sparkly food or food with sparkles, which is her Disney shirt. Yeah. She loves her ears, as you can tell. Yeah. Yeah. I know. Oh. So, oh, Steven wanted the rose gold. Well, she took the other ones off, so we could put another pair on her. There we go. There we go. Yeah. There we go. Oh, you got my pen? Yeah. Oh, you're drawing for Mama? So that is everything. I will look into being able to show videos and stuff. And then I can also share some of the e-brochures and things like that. And also, I had noticed that Travis had posted videos from our Disney cruise in 2018. So it's true. She's like, especially right now, it's sad because she's all washed out, but she's so funny. But so I actually have been watching the cruise from 2018 that we went on to Alaska. So, all right, everybody, that's everything. And please feel free to contact me through my Facebook if you have any questions. If you're looking for information, I can get you pricing or just talk Disney in general because I love it. So thanks, everybody. This has been really fun. Oh, and if you like my page, don't forget to subscribe, because the more subscribers I have, the more I can actually do live streaming from my phone. And I would love to actually live stream while I'm in Hawaii, because that'd be great. Oh, is Jackson saying hi? I know, I can't wait just to get Jackson and her together again. All right. Bye, everybody.